welcome to all of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha, would like to thank all of you for writing in your comments and suggestions on our YouTube and Spotify channels and liking, sharing, and subscribing to those channels. Today, we are going to talk about two strong malefics, Saturn and Rahu. When we think about them, we can think of only one thing, and that is fear. Mere mention of these two planets gives us a lot of fear, a feeling of fear, anticipation, and a feeling of doomness. Is it really that bad? And Saturn and Rahu combined, is it really that bad that we all need to be very skeptical? We need to be very apprehensive about that. Well, in most cases, we can be apprehensive because they denote change. And as humans, we like to be comfortable in our zones and we don't want to change. So yes, that could definitely bring about fear in our lives, but they are not as bad as they are portrayed or thought to be, because they do have to offer good things to us also. As malefics, they will make us work hard. As malefics, they will kick us to do and work to our potential, and that is making us move out of our comfort zones. They will also bring about a set of illness associated with them, especially if they somewhere connect to the 6, 8, and the 12 houses. But in essence, they give us the power of persistence. They give us an adaptability of change. So let us see what is it that Rahu and Saturn have in common and where together can they lead us. First and foremost, it is said that Rahu acts like Saturn. That is, when in the classics, it's a strong mention that Rahu is a shadow, or Rahu acts like Saturn, Kujavat, Shanivat, Rahu. So here we know that both of them have a very strong resemblance in their work. Again, Rahu is the planet which is said to be the co-owner of Aquarius, and Saturn also is the co-owner. Apart from that, Saturn is said to get, that's its Mula Trikona sign, and Rahu has one of its very strong nakshatras, Sadbhish, in that sign of Aquarius. Another point of intersection, or rather another point that coincides for both of them, that both of them represents change. Saturn represents change and it represents time. It is the Kal that we see. Rahu is the learning curve, and we can only learn when we can change. And one of the dictums that Rahu brings forth in our lives is the only thing that is permanent is change. So both of them denote time and change. Both of them, incidentally, are airy planets. In fact, many classics say that Rahu gets exalted in the airy sign of Gemini, whereas the Mula Trikona sign, as I said earlier, of Saturn is the sign of Aquarius, and both of them have the tattva or the element as air. Saturn shows about a pending karma. One of the major things that wherever Saturn sits, it tells us this is what we have to do in this lifetime, where work is left and from where we have to pick up, complete a task in a certain house. Rahu, on the other hand, is the will work out the karma through the trines. It will be more explained in our upcoming series, in our upcoming classes on Rahu Ketu. But Rahu is said to work its karma out through the trine that it is sitting in. Supposing for us, for any one of us, it's sitting in a fire sign. Then the fire trine, or if it is sitting in the 5th house for us, then that trine 519 becomes very active in our life. So it has to do a lot to how we expand ourselves in our lives, where we work, put in our efforts in our life. Now, Saturn denotes work. Wherever it sits, it tells us this is the place where we need to work on, need to show hard work. Saturn is a slow-moving planet. Whenever we take our breathing, when we slow down our breathing process, we have the ability to be persistent. So Saturn shows an uniformity, and it also shows slowness in the work. Saturn represents the masses. The blue-collared people, the common man is all represented by Saturn. Rahu is an illusionist. It has the power of illusion, and it can create or it can show circumstances which will make one fall for it. Apart from that, Rahu is a good convincer. It was Rahu who was able to convince Lord Vishnu of all the Daityas, of all the demons, that it is a Daita. So yes, the power of illusion, the power of conviction is very strong. Wherever Rahu sits in our chart, it tells us that we do have the capacity to impress those people. We do have the capacity to work through these methods. Okay, so when these two planets are together, or when these two planets are in trine, specifically, the topic today is that if Saturn is aspecting the 10th house, if Saturn has some relationship with the 10th house, and there's also a relationship between Saturn and Rahu, such people make good politicians. Because when we take all these factors that we've seen about Rahu and Ketu, Rahu and Saturn individually, and when they group them together, we can say that people who work slowly, who are hard workers, who can relate to masses and can have a power of convincing to people what is required, what needs to be done, then such people do have the ability to reach high positions in their lives in public standing. In today's day and time, the factor of illusion is also very strong. What is seen is what is sold, is the principle that Rahu works on today in today's day and time. So the power of illusion is very strong, but the power of convincing is something very, very important and needed in a politician, that Rahu has in the ability of imparting, and the ability to work with the masses. Power to convince them is very important. We talk about the public figure, we talk about politicians, we talk about CEOs, because they need to convince the others also. The people working in advertisement fields, if they have a great combination of Saturn and Rahu, they will be able to portray their advertisements to others very strongly indeed. The first example that I take here is that of Bal Gangadhar Tilakji, who was a very strong, powerful leader during the time of Indian independence. And for him, Saturn, the Karam Karak, sits in the 12th house with the 12th Lord Mercury. Saturn is also the 8th Lord of change. That's his Mula Trikona Sat. And he was very strong personality who was able to change the mindset of very many people. For him, Saturn sits in the 12th house, aspecting Rahu in the 9th house. Rahu is also equally strong because it is sitting with the Lagna Lord Moon and the 9th Lord Jupiter. He was able to convince the masses of his views, as it is also aspected by Saturn through its 10th aspect. Mercury, the power of speech, also the 3rd Lord in this chart, sits with Saturn, and by default also aspects Rahu. Rahu also sits in the Revati Nakshatra, which is the nakshatra of Mercury. There's a very strong connect between Saturn, Mercury, and Rahu, which gave him the ability to be a good orator, an ability that made him shine in his life, and to convince people to fight for Swaraj, for freedom. We can take up the case of many politicians in India, L.K. Advani, where we see his Saturn is on a Rahu-Ketu axis, and a very strong relationship between Rahu and Saturn can be seen. Again, one of the noted persons or politicians of the West, Margaret Thatcher. Her chart is important because she was known as the Iron Lady, and she was the first lady Prime Minister of UK. In her chart, Saturn, an exalted 5th Lord, sits on the Lagna and aspects Rahu in the 10th house. This is a very strong case because she became the prime minister. She had the power to convince people. She did not take decisions very quickly. It was only through thorough discussion, and she did not let the cat out of the bag till she was extremely convinced and she had the ability to convince her party members of a certain rule, and then only did she let the cat out of the bag. All these things work very tandemly in her chart. One more thing that we need to see is that there may not be and there never would be a total aspect between Saturn and Rahu when they are except when they are on the Rahu Ketu axis acts and Saturn is also sitting there. But we have seen in other videos also, we have seen in our other videos of the Kendras, where it is very specifically stated that when the planets in Kendras to each other, they help the chart grow. Planets in Kendras to each other bring those qualities to the forefront, and especially in Margaret Thatcher's chart, where we can see that her chart shows very clearly that if a person is having malefics in the Kendra, a person knows how to work hard to achieve things. Here, Saturn is accompanied again with Mercury, which is the 9th lord of discourse, of being a leader and convincing others. So we can see that she found international name and fame, and she was a recognized leader the world over. Finally, Atal Bihari Vajpayee's chart. You can take a good look at Atal Bihari Vajpayee's chart because it shows a similar combination where Saturn and Rahu are again in Kendra to each other. Saturn again an exalted Saturn sitting on the Lagna aspecting Rahu. And this Mercury, which is the 9th lord, is retrograde in the 3rd house, which is aspecting again the 9th house, saying that she again was an extremely vocal and a good orator who had the power to convince others. And he was one of those few people who were outside of the Congress party at that time who could hold a full term. In fact, he was praised by many of the leaders who were, the young leaders and the old leaders alike, for his ability of convincing others tactfully and beautifully. So we see that this Rahu and Saturn combination brings in an ability to convince, and if Mercury is somewhere relating in the combination, it brings about a better power. Again, Subhash Chandra Bose's relationship, we can see Mahatma Gandhi's convincing powers can also be seen. We can also see the chart of Narendra Modi, where we will find that this combination is working very smoothly. So there are many charts that bring that into forefront, that Saturn Rahu combination need not always be bad. It can give you material heights, and in this Kali Yuga we are looking for material heights. Yes, there will be health effects when you're working round the clock. Your body takes a toll, but that is something that we need to understand, compromise and balance. Only then will this chart give a very beautiful side of Saturn and Rahu. Till we meet with you again, do write into us, let us know how you found this video, and don't forget to comment and share.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.